Hey, it's Chris, League of Games. So I don't have a PlayStation 5. I don't have an Xbox. I have a Nintendo Switch. Why am I bringing that up at the beginning of this video? Well, because the latest topic of all-time great games. When you think of all-time great games, top-notch games, board games, what comes to mind? And where is this going? If you're not familiar with it, the game for PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Elden Ring. Years and years of development. You know, one of the most hyped games in the last 5 years, at least, if not longer, is getting released currently. And let me show you something real quick. This is what's going on around the video game world right now, right? 10. Metacritic has it like at 97 out of 100, which is like unheard of. People are calling it better than Breath of the Wild. Again, so why am I talking about this really briefly? I'm talking about it because will we ever see a board game with those scores? Because that's pretty wide appeal. That's pretty wide mass market, mass audience. A lot of people, you know, usually you got like the Rotten Tomatoes sort of thing going, dissenting here, dissenting there, clearly not for this group, clearly not for that group. The closest thing we have to it right now is Ark Nova, right? And even then, Ark Nova at this point is still, you know, it's a heavy game. You're not going to get a lot of the Amerithrash world on that side of things. I mean, that's not going to stop it from continuing to rocket up the charts, but if something like this, which, you know, Tom Vassel's putting in as #1 game of all time within playing it of, you know, a couple months of release, what is going to be the Elden Ring of the board games? Is it going to be Frosthaven? I mean, that's the only thing on the foreseeable future that I could imagine. And even then, it sort of goes the opposite direction of Ark Nova, right? It is more the Amerithrash dungeon crawl, dungeon delve side of things. Delve, you see what I did there, Eggnite? Yeah, Egnite's nodding over here in the corner. Anyway, it's along those lines, but it still skews the pendulum one way. Just like Ark Nova skews the pendulum the other way. Are we ever going to have something like that? Something where people go nowadays, even Wingspan, where people are going, you know, this side or the other, or something along the lines of a Carcassonne, a modern day Carcassonne, where everyone goes, wow, you know, not necessarily the deepest, the most intricate, the most, you know, expensive by any means, but something that just across the board, people go, this is just an amazing, amazing, amazing game. As a board gamer, as someone who has dabbled on both sides, which I still definitely head way more towards my personality being on the Amerithrash side of things, without any doubt whatsoever, with sprinklings of abstract and Euro and engine building thrown in there. I don't know. Is there any game that you would look at and go, one board game to rule them all, one board game to find them all, one board game to bring them all, and in the darkness, bind them? Yeah, I went there. Lord of the Rings style. Because I don't know. I can't think of anything. And, you know, I don't have by far and away the most depth, breadth, or deepest knowledge in the board game scene, but, you know, I'm familiar with across the whole spectrum. Will we ever see that? I mean, I guess the only other thing that even comes close from my aspect of things would be Spirit Island. Spirit Island, where I see people saying, even if it's not for them, they recognize the immense quality that it is. So if I was to say one modern day versus one upcoming, Frosthaven and Spirit Island would be my picks. But I could easily be swayed by other things out there. Are you going to take an abstract like Hive, for example? But I know a lot of people at the same time don't like abstracts. So again, where does that fall? How do you feel about that? What would you see in that aspect? Like the Breath of the Wild, like the Elden Rings now of the video game scene. Will we ever have anything that encompasses and surpasses the hype that has surrounded a game like that, even beforehand and even after it is released? There you go. Just a quick little blurb thought video here to pique your interest and see what you guys think out there as well. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Stay classy. Have a great day.